What is going on, guys? Welcome to the video. So today we're going to talk about the Flex app and how I go about making reservations on the Flex app. I get a ton of questions from friends and clients as far as how I'm able to get so many pairs on release day, and Flex app is one of the main ways that I go about getting all these pairs on release day. So this is not only going to help sneaker resellers, but it's also going to help people that are just looking to reserve one pair and go in store hassle-free and pick up their pair without having to deal with all the stuff online, without having to deal with the sold out, errors, and any of that stuff. The first thing you're going to want to do is obviously download all of these apps. Now, the apps that are involved with the Flex program are Eastbay, Footaction, Foot Locker, Kids Foot Locker, and Champs. Eastbay is the only one that does not allow you to do Flex reservations because I don't even think they have a store, an actual store. So the only stores you're going to be able to do reservations on are Footaction, Foot Locker, Kids Foot Locker, and Champs. And Foot Locker and Kids Foot Locker being the ones that get the most stock, at least in my area in New York. Again, like I said earlier, this is going to work well for sneaker resellers that are looking to get multiple pairs. And if you're living in a big city like New York, Miami, Chicago, Los Angeles, you're going to be able to get a lot of pairs because these cities do tend to get the most stock. So after you've downloaded these 4 apps, what you're going to want to do is obviously make accounts. I personally have 4 accounts under my name, and that's because New York does have a lot of stores. Now, if your city doesn't have a lot of stores, what you're going to want to do is make 2 accounts under your name and 2 accounts under somebody else's name. The way I do it is I have 4 accounts under my name because New York does have a ton of stores that I'm able to enter for. So I'm able to enter for different stores on all 4 different accounts. Now keep in mind, these Flex apps need to have a real name, so either your name or whoever it is that's helping you. And when you go in store and pick up these reservations, they will ask you for ID. After you have your accounts set up and ready to go, what you're going to want to do is obviously get points. Now I'm going to put my iPhone screen on the screen for you guys, so let me start recording here. Okay, so once you get into this is the Foot Locker app, but they're all going to look the same. Once you get into the apps, this is what it's going to look like. You're going to have shop, releases, my account, and more down in the bottom section. So we're going to go ahead and go to my account, and your point balance is obviously going to be at 0, but mine says this because I have been able to increase my points throughout the year and getting all the releases that I have. So the first good way to earn your first points are going to be in the 3rd section where it says Flex Rewards Program. You go ahead and click that, and then you're going to come up to this page here. You're going to want to scroll down to where it says Earn Points, and you're going to earn 500 points if you complete your profile. You're going to earn another 500 if you refer a friend. If you connect your Facebook, that's another 250 points. And I think that's about it. So that's a really good way to earn your first few points, but for the most part, what you're going to want to do is obviously spend money with these stores. Like I said before, this method is going to work a little bit better with sneaker resellers because sneaker resellers do tend to go in store and look for sneakers that they're able to flip, even if it's a brick. I've always said this, and this is one of the main reasons why I say this, but bricks, those are really, really important when it comes to these apps because you're able to buy those bricks, earn the points for them, and either break even or make a little bit of profit off of these bricks. The main focus when buying these bricks, when you're going in store and looking for these type of sneakers, is honestly just to get the points so that when the big releases, when the Jordan 1 releases, or if you're in Chicago and LA, you guys get the really limited sneakers like Unions and Off-Whites and sneakers of that nature. That's why you want to go for bricks, because when it comes time to enter for those reservations, for the really limited reservations, you're gonna have a really good shot at getting your hands on a pair. Now there's tons of different ways as to how to go about flipping these bricks, but that's a completely different video that I will put up in the future. But that is one of the biggest ways to earn points on the Flex app. Now the 3rd best way to get points for the Flex app is going to be with leftover pairs. Now these reservations don't always get picked up. There's people that can't make it, and obviously those pairs stay in store. So you want to go ahead and call your store or go in store and talk to them and ask them how they go about giving over those leftover pairs. Some stores do tickets, some stores do first come first serve. I'm not sure how your store is going to work, so that's why I'm saying go in store or call them and ask them how they're gonna go about doing the leftover pairs. Now something that I didn't mention earlier is that the Flex app has a tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 when it comes to points. Tier 3 obviously being the accounts that have the most points. Tier 3 is the middle class accounts, and then Tier 1 are the accounts that don't really spend that much money with them. Tier 3 are always going to be the ones that have the most chances at copping, so your main focus should be to get all of your accounts to tier 3 as fast as possible, because once you're there, you're going to be able to win releases and reservations on a consistent basis, which is also going to increase your points, because the more reservations you win and you're scanning that VIP card, the more points you're going to get. I forgot to mention this earlier, but for every dollar you spend at these stores, you gain 100 points. Now that all of that is out of the way, we're going to go about how to enter for these reservations and how I do it with multiple accounts. So we're going to go ahead and put you guys on the screen again, and we're going to open the Foot Locker app. And once you're in the Foot Locker app, again, this is the home screen, and in the bottom we have 4 tabs. We're going to click on releases this time, and the top is always going to be the most recent releases. Right now we have the Kobe 6 Pro Tro Grinches coming out, so that's coming out tomorrow, and you're only able to enter until the day before they release, so make sure you get your entries in time. So these are the Kobe 6 Pro Tro Grinches. I've entered for both men's and grade school pairs, so we're gonna get results for that later today. But let's scroll down to something that I have not entered for yet, and that is the Reverse Flu Game Jordan 12s. So you're gonna click on where it says reservation now open, and this window should pop up now. This is the next screen, and if you scroll down, these are all the stores that are getting this sneaker and that are allowing you to get reservations. So I am currently in Connecticut, which is why there is a lot of Connecticut stores here. So we're gonna go ahead and, alright, I'm not gonna enter in Connecticut, but I'm gonna just do it for the video purposes. Let me scroll down. Okay, so we're gonna go to where it says complete entry form, and then you're gonna pick the size that you want. We're gonna go for a random size here. Let's click a size 11. Then you're gonna go to where it says select stores. It's gonna look for the stores in your area again, and you're able to pick up to 3 stores. Now what I like to do is go ahead on a piece of paper and write down the account that I'm in. So right now I am in one of my main accounts, so I'm gonna write down the email to that account and write down what stores I've picked for that email. The reason why I do this is because you don't want to enter all of your accounts in the same store. That way you have it all written down while you're entering reservations, and you're able to enter different stores, because if you do enter for the same store and if you win at the same store, you're gonna end up catching on, and you're most likely not gonna be able to pick up all those pairs at the same store. So once you have all 3 stores that you want to join, you're gonna go ahead and click done up top and then submit entry. Now once you click submit entry, the next window that's gonna pop up is this window right here that says submission success, and then you're gonna be able to add head starts. Now you always want to add head starts. As long as you have points, always add the head starts, because you are most likely not going to win if you don't enter head starts. So we're going to go ahead and add head starts. Click on the bottom here, on the second tab in the bottom, and then you're going to come up to this screen, and you're able to add up to 3 head starts. Each head start is 500 points. Now keep in mind, if you don't win, or even if you do win, you will not get these points back. So once you spend them, you will not get them back. So keep that in mind, because when you're first starting off with these accounts, you might want to be really selective with what sneakers you go for, because you don't have unlimited points. This account that I'm on right here, I do have quite a bit of points, so I'm able to spend as much as I want. We're going to go ahead and add the 3 head starts, and you're going to click agree to terms, and you're going to go ahead and redeem those points. And as you can see now, the bar up top is fully loaded, which means that we have 4 out of 4 head starts. Now if you scroll up, you're gonna see they're doing reservations for toddlers as well. They're doing reservations for grade school and for preschool pairs. So if you're on the same account, you are going to want to enter all these pairs at the same store if you need the toddler and the preschool pairs, because those don't usually sell for much. So if you're a sneaker reseller, you're most likely only going for men's and grade school pairs. But if you do need toddler and preschool pairs as well, then go ahead and enter for the same store on each of these pairs, on all 4 of the the preschool, grade school, toddler, and the men's pairs. That way you have different stores to enter for on your other accounts. And this applies to all accounts. This is the way you're gonna enter. Like I said before, make sure you're organized while you're entering for these apps, because you don't wanna make the mistake of entering for the same store on the same account, because you're gonna run a risk of either getting your account suspended or them not giving you any pairs at all. And that's gonna do it for this video, guys. I hope you guys found this video useful and helpful. If you guys have any questions, please leave them down in the comment section below, or hit me up on Instagram. My Instagram will be on the screen right now. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I will check in with you guys in the next one. Later.